Two, one.
-1, 2.
Right, we're ready to go. Right, yes, yes. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to eModels on a very windy Monday night. Third storm.
It's a bit windy out there.
Third storm in a week. Since
Fifth storm,
Since records
Sixth storm.
began.
Sixth storm, because we started on A and we're on F already today.
Yeah.
Oh, it's winter though, isn't it? It's not necessarily the year; it's the season.
Tis the season to be windy. Fa la 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 la.
So, yeah, the weatherman said it was storm season on the radio today. We now have a storm season, do we?
Yeah, apparently so. I mean, when we was kids going to school, it was just a bit blustery, wasn't it?
You just put, us up north, just put your big coat on.
Yeah,
Before we know it, we'll have
into school like that, wouldn't you? So you didn't get blown over.
Yeah.
Before we know it, we'll have
why-
like bear hunting season and all kinds of things coming in.
Well, most of the people on Wally Island, that's a little island just attached to where I live. Most of the people over there have flat noses because what they do, they walk into the wind like that, and then suddenly the wind stops. Bang!
Down they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
When
put
we used to stay in the lakes every summer, it was like wind was always there. Walking down to Alveston from the caravan park, you if you had long hair, as I did in the days when I was a young lad, I always enjoyed coming back to the caravan because the hair would wind would blow my hair in a delightful way. It was going down, it would blow it the wrong way.
We used to put a rubber band around your sandwiches in the picnic area just in case the wind blew the bread away, wouldn't it?
Did you ever do the thing with your parka by putting the hood up but then having the coat flapping behind like a Superman cloak?
I did, yeah. Yeah, top popper done up.
Yeah,
I just had a thought about a parka just before you said that.
it's always the way. Make it into your Superman or your Batman
I
cloak.
can remember the big.
I can say one of them parkas where you turn your head and it still stays looking the same way. Yeah.
With a little tiny thing, wouldn't it? Yeah, you couldn't see
I have
no
to-
cars.
I have to say, in my later life now, and I only ever been tempted to buy things like corduroy jackets and turtlenecks. I have had moments where I've fancied buying a parka, but it would have to be blue with the orange interior.
Yeah. A big snorkel tube on the front.
Yeah, big tube.
You just fasten it around the neck. Don't put your arms in the sleeve. Just fasten it around the neck, and it could be a cape. You could be a superhero.
Did we not just say all that?
I think we may have done.
We did say all that, didn't we? Ted.
Just a superhero. Yes. Anyway, as my dustbin has just returned from a speed awareness course, we welcome you all to eModels on Monday night and eModels night Monday. I do apologise for not being here last week, but Mrs. Ted was a bit poorly sick. She's still a bit poorly sick, but yeah, she's getting better.
Get well soon, Mrs. Ted. Big hugs.
Better than
Yeah,
it
well,
was.
so Mrs. Ted.
Yeah, it's all right. She's not watching. She's been watching some knitting, crocheting things on YouTube. Yeah, don't bother with those.
Knit one per one.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is in relation to.
I'm going to say that's almost like old-fashioned fisticuffs, isn't it?
Pugilism.
Yeah, kangaroo boxing. Okay.
Queensbilly rules, I think.
Yeah, but
Very Dale.
Yeah, I've only been away a week and I forgot what's going on. But never mind. Here
Nothing
we are.
goes on.
We're here every week and we don't know what's going on.
It's back
I'm
to
everywhere and I know nothing at all about
All
it.
I know is I'm still Mama Fox's favourite, but I'm not bragging
normal.
about it.
Dear.
Yes, Mama Fox hasn't been watching for a while now, but she said tonight that Colin is still a favourite.
I see. So even Mama Fox has got fed up of us now, has she?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're scraping the barrel now, mate, and we've been
No, you see,
deserted by our own
you've
fans.
lost. You see, you've been beaten by reaction videos to Karen videos on Facebook. You're not going to get away from them.
No.
Yeah, she hasn't taken to watching those videos that pop up on YouTube. You never believe what will happen next.
She's yeah.
Have we got to do one of them funky thumbnails with us four going?
Yeah,
Like that.
Yeah. 5 top tips your doctor doesn't want you to know.
And somehow make
Yeah.
and make
Chris
the eyes
there
like
going-
make your eyes like that big and go.
Ted sitting there when the intro starts going, this video is all about you.
I saw one last night, right, and it's like the title was something like "The Voyager probe just sent back new pictures,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, 50 years after it was, look, I don't think it did. So I watched the video, and it's like, no, it was just the history of the Voyager probe. I'm like, oh, just.
Yeah, clickbait.
Yeah.
I wanted to reach down the internet and just slap them.
Yeah, we could have 50 million viewers, couldn't we, just by the eModels team opened a box, see what happened next.
Yeah,
Big arrow. Ted going,
you'll never guess what happens. just call it Karen reaction video, and you'll get millions of views.
oh, there you go, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, back to the eModels chat thing, whatever we do. Yeah, we're going to do it each week. Well, we've been doing it forever, but here we are again.
We're going to do it each week. Welcome to this new show we're doing.
Yeah, I forgot what we are doing, but over to Foxx, him down there.
Hit it, Fox.
Yes,
1
while
week
I
off.
While I
One
think
week.
of something.
I know, 1 week off and he's just gone to pot. It's just like,
It's got the pieces, isn't he?
if he starts going about buzz bombs and the blitz and hiding under the stairs, I think we'll need to get some help. Yes, anyway, welcome to the eModels Monday show. That time of the week when we sit around and talk nonsense for a bit, we show you some stuff in store and you get to hang out in chat and have a good laugh with us. And we'll talk about food.
Food.
And then we'll also interact with the chat. So, yes, do come along and watch. If you are watching this and it's embedded in Facebook or Twitter, it's all about the live chat. So, click on the YouTube icon that's in the bottom right-hand corner down there somewhere underneath Chris's left bicep. Give us a look at your bicep, Chris.
Out there. You can't see it.
Sorry, I couldn't see the screen then because Chris's bicep was in the way.
I apologise. I'll try and keep them toned down. My guns are resting.
How do you live with how do you live with the meatiness? I just don't know. So yes, click on the YouTube icon. That'll take you to YouTube where you can carry on watching and join the live chat. If you are in the live chat, please keep it family friendly. It is a family friendly show, and of course, this is an eModels show for emodels.co.uk, your one-stop shop. I don't know why I do that. For all your model making, and listen, for all your travel needs. Then I'm like, what? Travel needs? What? I'm not on.
So
for
I
all
mean,
your-
Chris, they both had 1 week.
They both
off
had a week
last
off,
mate.
and they just can't.
Your one-stop shop for all your polyvinyl needs. Yes, so keep it family friendly, and please don't discuss other model retailers because that's just not cool on an eModel store show thing.
Yeah,
So
you can discuss food stores and things like that.
yeah, but not other
Subway and
model makers.
McDonald's
Yeah,
and-
not other model making stores. Don't forget, of course, our whole point of this show is to show you some stuff in store and hang out with you guys. So ask us many questions in chat, even if it's a model making question. We'll do our best. But anything you like, ask us anything. That's the way it works. Keep it family friendly. Don't mention other retailers, and probably best to have some pants on. But there you go. That's it. I'm going back to sleep now.
That's what I forgot.
Yes.
He
I
mentioned it in
wonder why
chat
was a
earlier.
bit-
That's why I remembered. It's fine.
Wonder why it was a bit chilly.
I have to. You see, orthopedic cushion, bare flesh. It's like vinyl seats. It's not.
Yeah.
Is it all right while you're sitting there, but when you get up, it's not pleasant?
It comes with you.
Yeah, it's that.
I'm just taking my cushion to the loo. Oh.
You have to decide: do I get up easily or do I get up in one go?
Ted,
Yeah.
we're all at the age where we don't do the getting up
You don't
easily
get up
anymore.
easily.
No, we get up now. We go.
There has to be noises.
And we
Noises
don't
are
sit
important.
down. We don't sit down. We settle.
Yeah. And you reach over for the plug and you're like,
Obviously, Chris, being the young one, won't know about sort of bending down to pick things off the floor.
He's
and
only a
going,
pup, isn't he, Ted?
He's only
I
12
will
or
be
13 or
50
something.
later this year.
You're going to be
Oh.
50? Are you really? Oh, wow. I thought you had only just turned 40, mate.
Yeah, like 10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, no, seriously, mate. I thought you was well younger.
Hang on. How come he
See
can be
this
younger
colour?
than?
This is
How
the
come
colour.
he's younger than me, but he's got all the awesome white hair in his beard that I want, you bitch?
Yeah, but
I want the
sit
white
there with-
beard.
You sit there with the Just for Men. Oh, sorry, did I say that out loud?
I don't. They don't do just for men to get white. I want the white hair and the white beard. It's like
You know the answer, don't you? Children.
Yeah.
there you go. And a mortgage,
And the more, yes, yeah, that
and a
helps.
mortgage, and college, and yes.
And having your roof fall off during the storms, and we won't mention things like that. No,
yes,
fence panels and roofs and things all this week. It's great.
yes.
Yeah. Wait till you're like me and you've had a heart attack and a stroke and teeth fall out and hair falls out and things like that.
It says Ted with a full head of hair and a moustache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold
They,
on.
they haven't fallen out yet.
Ah, but
and
his
he's got-
beard's fallen off.
He's not allowed a beard.
I can imagine Ted would rock a really good bird's
He's
eye
not.
beard.
We've
wouldn't
all said this
I
though, and he's
keep-
not
I-
allowed one.
I keep telling Mrs. Ted that I need a beard, but
Yeah.
she won't let me.
Just
Yeah, but Ted, you can't-
stop telling her.
it's
And
'cause
just do it.
Yeah, it's probably best not to say I need to grow a beard because the girls like it. It's not
you
going to
are
work, is it?
missing such a good thing because when you sit there and you go,
Yeah, but it gets to about a 2 millimeter stubble and it gets itchy and it needs.
yeah, but it gets very soft after that, and becomes
And then you can
quite-
use it to store food and small animals.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's like when we all in the days when we all used to smoke, and your first cigarette would always be horrible.
Yeah, but
But the
growing
difference
a-
is, of course, you don't die from your beard. So
Yeah, but growing a beard, you've got to get past that Velcro stage where everything sticks to it. You know, you lie in a pillow and you get up in the morning. And
yeah, well, you only have that for the first time. After once you've grown it out, it's
Yeah. So,
I think we need a
we'll
petition.
get to it.
so nesh, aren't you, Ted? So delicate. Oh, my skin.
We need to
Please
set up
send all
a
emails
Kickstarter or a
and put-
GoFundMe.
Hold on a minute. I've got the princess telling Ted that he's delicate. How's this work?
I'm not delicate.
Mr. Oh dear.
I've got the biggest beard of all of us at the minute, I think.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah,
you are rocking a bit of a David Bellamy.
Yeah, the-
100% pure laziness.
Yeah, the people in chat can start a petition that they could deliver at 10 Downing Street that gets me a beard.
Absolutely, Ted. I think
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
rock a nice beard, mate.
Yeah. The way to tell between a lazy beard and an intentional big beard
That's what
is what
yeah.
this bit is. If it's
Yeah.
lazy, it just goes down, and if it's trimmed, then it's an intentional big beard. Mine's just laziness.
That's what we could do with that video, couldn't we? Ted stops shaving. Guess what happens next?
Yeah, and it'll be a video.
This is
It'll be a
Ted told
video
him to
about
shave it
golf.
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do a daily blog how big it's got. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted Beard 22 is a thing, says
Yeah.
Bobby.
Hashtag beard for Ted, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram, Ted grows a beard. Yeah, well, lots of Belly and Benjis coming in. Don't
Ooh.
forget as well, if you finish a thing well, it's 2 weeks. If you finish a thing, you get a ding. So
No, we did it last week, Ted, in your absence.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah.
Who did the ding?
Chris did. He had a digital ding.
Show us your ding, Chris. Show us your ding.
I would, and indeed I can, but you don't hear it. So
Oh,
Oh,
Ding.
no. We may have even given some dings out for things that you wouldn't give dings out for, Ted.
oh well.
While the mouse was away, you see.
when you say we, you weren't here.
Yeah, by we, I
None
mean
of the-
Chris,
the-
obviously.
Wait a minute, it was just the two of us.
He's thrown us right under the bus.
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
he?
right. I was there as well in spirit
Yeah.
and helping out.
Turd.
And, yeah,
I
rubbish.
must pass the thanks out to Colin and Chris for holding the fort last week when Foxx and I just.
I forgot that I wasn't here.
forgot that I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I forgot that I wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
it's
just.
been
skipped
a long
school
week.
last
I've now got images of Fox sitting there during last week's show, thinking he's actually on air talking to us and wondering
Hey,
why
just-
we're ignoring
He
him.
Can I
couldn't
just-
have
can I-
been there, Chris, because we was done in about half hour, wouldn't we?
Can I just point out as well that effectively what I've just said is we all broke the rules, and Colin and you two have said no, you didn't. We broke the rules.
We did. We
Yeah.
made the rules up as we went along
We
because
made
nobody
it
was
up.
there to tell us different.
Yeah, but what did you say last week? I was sort of looking after Mrs. Ted, providing hot drinks and medicine and things like that. Fox was there. What time
I was
it?
looking after Mrs. Mama Fox. So
Mama,
Yeah.
Mama Fox, yeah.
Also, I had no
What's
broadband,
What's
which is-
happening, Mrs. Mama Fox?
I had very little broadband.
Yeah, they'll be about on what's in store by now.
I was actually getting by on almost no broadband, which is why I was only in text. So I was there, but I was only in text chat to remember that. My memory's terrible. I was there, just not pictorially.
Yeah,
Right,
you're still
anyway,
down that hole.
yeah.
You're
Now,
down the
whilst I go through and have a look about what's going on in chat and Belly and Benches and things like that, Colin, yeah, it's time for Colin and the factoids. Yeah. Get your act together, just because I've been away a week. You know, just go some, yeah, just go some
down the
rap rock.
hole.
It's time for
Colin's factoids. This week's factoid is about doing that.
It's, this first Fester's factoid, folks. Behave.
Yes.
On this day in 1953, Francis Crick and James Watson even, reached their conclusion about the double helix structure of the DNA molecule. They made their first announcement on February the 28th, and their paper, A Structure for Deoxyribonucleic Acid, was published on the 25th of April in an issue of the journal Nature.
You're pretty close there. You're pretty close.
Yeah, I've always called it
honestly,
deoxyribonucleic
My
acid. but,
scientific explanations, I think, were pretty accurate.
Yeah, you got the ribonucleic acid bit just right.
Yeah, I think I did well there. We got some births, folks. We got some births for you. We got an American psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist.
Oh.
I very nearly blurted out a grown-up word
From,
there.
from half reading, you've gone from half reading to totally over reading.
Yeah, I'm like a psychiatrist who developed a theory, coincidentally, of psychiatry based on interpersonal relationships, and his name was Henry with an H. Stack Sullivan. He didn't win anything, so we'll scroll past him because he's a bit boring. We got a German bacteriologist.
Jawohl, das ist richtig.
Discovery of a universal blood serum test in 1906 for syphilis helped extend the basic tenets of immunology to diagnosis, called the Wassermann reaction. Coincidentally, this bloke's name is August von Wassermann.
It's amazing that all these scientists find things that have the same name as them, isn't it?
I am pretty impressed with that. We got a foreign bloke now. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? We got a French-Canadian surveyor.
Ooh, eh?
Yeah, I know. What did he do? He surveyed Canadian lands even. So
I thought you were going to say Canada then. I thought you were going to say Canada then.
I very nearly did, mate. I applied the handbrake just in time. His name...
Pull out.
I don't know whether I'm going to say this right, but I'll have
Really?
Eduard Gaston Daniel Deville, but he's got a little "fn" above the E at the beginning of his name. So, yeah. And he perfected the first practical method even of photogrammetry. You go from the making or for the making of maps based on photography. His system used projective grids of images taken from photographs made with a camera of theodolite mounted on the side.
Was it Irish? A potato.
Yeah, photographs were taken from different locations at precise predetermined angles which measured the elevations.
Interestingly enough, on that note, that is a technique that will be now used much more in video games to create realistic landscapes.
Well, I use photogrammetry when I 3D scan stuff. You take shed loads of photos, import them in, and then it gives you the LiDAR sensor, gives you the distance from it, and it projects
clever
it.
stuff.
Yeah. And when you have like road traffic accidents, and now the police have like a LiDAR scanner that uses that to create a 3D landscape.
Absolutely, got some deaths for you, folks.
Oh, got an itchy nose. Hang on. Oh.
We have got a young lady. Well, I say a young lady. She died on the 21st of Feb 93. Check the date there. Don't know why. At the ripe old age of 104.
Oh,
She had a good
wow.
innings, didn't
that
she?
was a good idea.
And she was a Danish seismologist and geophysicist who was the first person in that field in her own country. Her name is Inge Lehmann. And she
104.
identified, coincidentally, the Lehmann discontinuity of the seismic structure of the... Stop it, Fox. Who marked the previously unknown boundary of the solid inner core of the Earth, titled simply P.
P.
Yeah, P for prime.
That's where you get P waves from.
Absolutely, because you're
I
good, you
thought,
are.
I thought that was a drink.
I did geology at school.
One you might know, an American scientist dropped dead here at the age of 69.
What,
He was
in your
an
back room?
He was an inventor, a nutritionist
You-
called Nathan Pritikin, and he believed that his moderate exercise combined with a diet low in fat and high on unrefined carbohydrates reversed his own heart disease. Yeah, he died of heart
Probably
disease,
didn't.
he? So his theory was
Kind of a bit rubbish.
kind of a bit pants, wasn't it? We've got an Australian pathologist
G'day, bro.
called Sir Howard Walter Florey, and he, with Ernest Boris Chain, developed isolated and purified penicillin for general clinical use. There you go. And I think we've got one last one. Here he is. Where is he? Come on.
Here he is. Where is he?
There he is. Oh, God, we got a German priest.
Oh, jolly good. This should be good.
And he died in 1554, this bloke, so a little
Oh,
while
he's been
ago.
dead. He's been dead a while then.
But he's just got a brilliant name. I've got no idea how to say it, but I'm going to have a go.
So leave it to your imagination.
Yeah,
Leave
that's the
this
way
to your
to-
imagination. There will be an exam on this bad boy. Iranianonymous Traeger's Bock.
I think it means Hieronymus Bosch.
Oh, is that... You know the bloke?
Hieronymus Bosch.
He's German priest, physician and botanist who helped lead the transition from the philological scholasticism of
Just,
scholasticism. Do you want me to spell that?
If you could-
Scholasticism.
you've just fallen into a Latin trap, haven't you?
Yeah, of medieval. Do you know the thing though? I've done Latin at school. I know. You'd never guess, would you? Botany of the modern science based on observation and description from nature.
That is an awesome name. That Hieronymus Bosch.
Yeah,
A fantastic name.
I thought you'd like that one.
just one thing about Latin. Why?
Yeah.
what? That's it. Well, Latin. Why?
Well, the school I went to was just in that throes of converting from grammar to comprehensive. So we did Latin for the first couple of years. And then when it got comprehensive status and changed, it all got dropped into
Yeah.
different bits.
Ours had Latin in the upper set, but that's because they also did things like classics and stuff like that.
But we did have a
apparently,
Folge.
we had a Folge.
I think it's the only thing it comes in useful for is reading mottos on the bottom of shields.
And
or-
plants. The stems on plants, innit? You know, 'cause
It
they're
also-
all in that.
It also comes in handy if you're learning a load of European languages that are based more closely on Latin, like the Romance languages like German and stuff, because they're very similar. Whereas
See,
English
I
is
German's
love
not a
listening
Romance
to
language.
German.
not similar, but in terms of structures and
Yeah.
No,
verbs before nouns.
Listening to Germans conversing, I think.
I
it's
just
such a
learned.
great
I just
language.
learned Lancastrian and West Cumbrian. That's all I learned.
I learned
That's-
Festa.
That's an entire language, Ted, based on no.
You what? Mara, how you doing?
It's a language of squished out vowels. No.
Yeah, I was looking through chat, but chat was moving so quickly that it's hard to catch up. So if you did post Belly and Bench, do post it again. So we can
I
try
am
and
doing
catch
a
up.
scrolly up. Yes, Fox.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
and
find
if-
some. The first
yeah.
one I can see, and it might not be the first one, so I apologise, but the first one I can see, unless I spend another hour trying to find one, is White Glove Models, who says, in the belly, butter chicken curry and naan. On the workbench, my airbrush and Foxy the Landy.
Oh,
Fully
nice.
approved. That's a Land Rover named after me. Because I'm awesome and lovable.
I am. Jamie Bone says he's managed to get his old job back at the hospital.
Oh,
Happy
jolly
days.
good. Well done.
Philip over at Prime Time Modelling. Belly, meatballs and rice.
Meatballs.
Bench, waiting on his birthday gifts, and he spelt birthday in the correct way. Well done, Philip.
Is that before? Was that before White Glove or after? I've lost track of
After.
where we are now.
I
Steve
think I found a
Spencer
little-
Beanie at Totally Scale Models. Belly, Korean style beef noodles.
Ooh,
and Bench
yes.
He's got the correct kit on the bench. It's a Revell 1/4 4th scale Apollo 11 Saturn 5. Get in.
Jamie clarifies about his job. It's basically portering, but instead of moving patients, he moves the equipment that doctors and nurses need. Jolly
Happy
good.
days, mate.
Good lad.
Yeah, it's all right moving equipment, isn't it? And you lose equipment. Where did I put that monitor? I can't. It's just when you move a patient and you think, no, don't tell me. But yeah, where did I leave that patient?
Someone will find it.
Well, the advantages are that equipment doesn't poop and also doesn't talk to you about their nephew in New Zealand. So, Peter Rogers says, Belly, homemade beef stew and mash at desk, airfix seeking commandos still in between moving model room around a bit.
In answer to Paul D. Tommaso's question for me, yes, it was the Tamiya 148C area that I built, and it was a pleasure to do so.
Nice looking.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like that.
Is that one of these? I fully endorse this model kit.
Fun weekend build.
Do I hear the sound of a briefcase opening?
Yeah. Trapdoor.
Tedbeard22 is a thing, says the Bobbins. And Redland says, Belly, falafel and salad flatbreads, bench, ultramarine chaplain.
Yeah.
I like that.
Steve Spencer Beanie lost £7 in Slimming World this week. Hope you find it, mate. I lost a tenner there once, mate.
I lost a tenner in Warhammer World, but that's because I came out with 10 of the
He
coins.
says it's half a stone in 2 weeks, and he got slimmer to it. Congratulations, Steve.
Well,
He does ask for a ding
Mate,
for that,
well
but
done.
I think I'll.
Yeah, is he allowed a ding for that, Ted?
Yeah, can you have a ding for losing some weight, Ted? Go on. You know it mean a lot to him.
It's a health thing.
It'll make his week. Go on.
It's a healthy living thing.
Go on.
Right.
Ted.
I'll only give a ding provided you keep it off. All right, it's got to, you can't put it back on. It's got to stay off.
Well, what's he going to do if he puts it back on then? You're going to have an unding.
He can deduct a ding because if Steve finishes a build, Ted can give him a
I'll
face
silent
ding.
ding.
yeah, I've got the pen. I'll just make a note that we can take a ding.
Provisional ding provided.
We got Ted to do a non-model ding, Chris.
I know.
Yeah.
We do have a
we'll get him
genuine
to do
ding.
another one in a minute. Lee Barrett says he's finished a 7-inch McFarlane Space Marine with another on the way, thanks to the generosity of Andrew Bairstow. So yeah, he's finished the Space Marine.
Yeah,
No, finish a 7-inch McFarlane Space Marine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
There you
day.
go.
Sarah Jane says she's found Steve £7 and she's going to send it back to him. Well done, Sarah Jane.
Candygram is in, says Jeff. Says, hi all, can't participate in chat. I don't get that. But I'll be watching and reading along. Hope all's well with everyone. Also, I once attended a lecture by Crick or Watson, but I've forgotten which one.
Oh, legend.
The sad end to the tale is I can't remember if it's Crick or Watson, but one of them in his later years got I don't know what happens when your university kicks you out, but he got like fired for being completely racist. Very weird.
Absolutely,
And
should have done as well,
dumped him.
mate.
Yeah, very sad end to his career.
Andy M. Belly Chicken Charmaine earlier now. He says gin.
That's all right.
bench.
Yeah,
Did you get a ding for that, Ted? Did you get a ding for that?
Yeah.
yeah, we don't need to go any further than that. There's gin on the
He's
bench.
also on the bench got the Tackham Lund class Ecrano plan, which was completed yesterday. So
Oh,
he gets
so
a ding
that's
for
ti-
that.
That's
a
2
ding for
dings.
that. That's probably why he needs the gin, because he's finally finished it.
Yeah.
Does he? But Ted, does he get a ding for actually having gin?
No.
Oh, harsh!
Brutal.
I know that is pretty brutal.
Normal service has resumed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you
Yeah.
can't have a ding for finishing the gin.
There's a
either.
poignant one there. Raging Modeler would like to say a special shout out to our dearly departed friend Nim.
Yep.
It was her birthday today, so
Yep.
yeah, Nim Sindar.
Happy birthday, Nim.
Sadly left us last year, passed on, and yeah, rest in peace, darling.
All right.
Nice one, Adam.
Yep. George Taylor says, Billy, meatloaf sandwich
Oh, get in! Heart attack, yes.
with an H. Bench wooden lifeboat model. What? You mean a wooden lifeboat, as in the big lifeboat itself, or the lifeboat carried on a ship?
So these meatloaf sandwiches, did you have 2 or 3? Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So
Did he eat it by the dashboard light?
absolutely. Yeah, it might have been a dead ringer.
Oh dear. I actually misread his comment and got it confused with the one above, and all I saw was Belly meatloaf sandwiches gets rid of even the toughest stains.
Absolutely.
Because that was Andy McLeish's comment. Anders Ericsson says, Belly, spaghetti carbonara for lunch, some sausage, fried potato and a fried egg this evening. Bench the Airfix 172nd Mustang, now pilot painted and named Mustang Sani. I see what he did there.
See what he did there, yeah.
Stuart Tucker has a question for Foxx. Where is Warhammer World? Is it like Legoland?
It is in Nottingham, and it's Games Workshop's head office and factory and museum.
I
You
would
need to
love
go
to
there.
go there, but apparently there's a very large hole, and I don't want to fall down there.
I mean, that's like like the doors and bolting horses and stuff. Cole, the horse is already halfway down the entire country.
La 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 la. Can't hear you, mate. Something wrong with these headphones.
Ah la 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 la.
Yeah, all I could hear was.
I'm on a boat. Yes, it's Games Workshop head office / factory / museum. It's like just go there one day. It's in Nottingham. You have to go there. Just go.
They're building an extension there this year, aren't they, at Warhammer World? Because they're using all that money you spent at Foldswell.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Bless you.
I probably paid for their entire new factory when they bought about a year ago.
They're all driving Bentleys.
Yeah, I'm the canteen lady. Woohoo! The good things it has going for it is it's got the world's only Forge World store. It's the only place. It's the only shop in the world where you can walk in and buy Forge World stuff.
And sometimes you can walk out with the right one.
Sometimes, yes. It's the only place where money just falls out of your wallet by magic the moment you walk in the door. And they've also got a bar that's some really good beers. Really good in-house beers.
Someone's threatened to open the doors, chip me out my wheelchair and just let me slide in and leave me there, haven't you?
Yeah, but the downside to that is they'll tip you in and you'll be straight in the shop. You won't even get near anything else because you go in the shop first of all. But yeah, they've got a really nice bar with really nice food at Bugman's. Oh, it's very good.
I know what I'll be doing. I want that one. I want that one. I want that one.
Which one do you want? All of these.
All of them.
Clear the shop. It's mine now. That is quite clever, the way you walk in through the front door and you're in the store. It's like, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
And then you go through the museum and you come out back in the store. It's like,
Back in the store. It's like,
yeah. So you buy all this stuff, go around the museum and yes. Richard Thomas says, Belly, kebab meat and chips, my Friday, no work till Saturday. Beach, I think he means bench, the Oshima Mazda RX-7.
Oh, it might
nice.
be beach. Yeah, it could be on there.
I wouldn't want to do model making at a beach.
I would. I'd look to do
I'd
anything
sit
on.
I'd sit on the beach gluing
I think the carpet monster would have a whole new meaning.
Oh God,
It'd
it
be great
wouldn't
if
be.
you're doing the desert dio, wouldn't it?
It'd be a dune worm monster. Equivalent.
Sand gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where are we up to? Paul Di Tommaso says wild horses could not drive me away. Is that another meatloaf thing? Stuart Tucker says, the hole where the magic begins. And George Taylor says, Ted, it's actually a ship's boat for a 17th century sailing frigate, not a lifeboat. It's a lifeboat, like a.
And that nicely brings us to the end of, well, not to the end, but to the end for the moment of chat, and we can go across and do what's in store. Which
Wait, hang on a minute. It's a bit fast. Got ages yet.
Are we?
No, it's
No,
only
it's time for what's in
Fox.
store. There you go.
It's time for what's in
Man.
store. Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. Here's some things. Please buy them all.
Oh yeah, I've just realised I'm sharing it, ain't I?
Yeah. Yeah. It's my what's in store this week. It's going to be very easy.
Sorry to rush you through it. I just haven't had any tea tonight, so I'm...
There you go then. Yes, it's what's in store time. I will go through a series of things that are in store. There is a theme. It's very, very easy. And whoever guesses the theme first in chat will win absolutely nothing. Now, Ted's got 2 lots of nothing to do this week through his vacuum tubes because he couldn't do the one last week. So don't forget, Ted, you've got last week's as well. So yes, if you get the comment right now, you can't put the comments in chat till I've gone through all the items and come back and said go. So if you do it before, then you just get the finger of shame, and that's the finger of shame. We all give you the finger of shame, apart from Ted, who's not paying attention.
Yeah, we'll just pad it out until Ted finds his finger of shame.
We'll let you study the finger of shame carefully until Ted finds it. There we go.
There you go.
Finger of shame. And Ted's got like a kind of sideways motion going on. So I will go through the items. Now, do keep in mind, first of all, we don't know how many of each of these items are in stock. There might be 1, there might be 1,000. So if any of these items tickle your fancy...
He's playing now, he's not listening.
Wrong side, that side. If any of these
Slap it in your
items...
basket.
Yeah, slap it in your basket. And don't forget...
It's not yours till you check it out.
Yeah, if there's only 1 in stock and you put it in your basket, somebody else can come along and pay for it first and get it, and you'll be like, oh no! So if you want any of these things, grab them. So, shut up.
Yeah,
Moving on.
Ready, are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm always ready. Now, the only thing is, it's all bright behind my camera. I can't even see the words or the picture or anything. This is terrible. Right, so this one is
Either that
the...
or you can share it yourself, but you might drop out.
No, I don't want to drop out. That'd be painful. Why don't I put this...
Do you want me to bung it big screen without
No.
us
I'll
four
put it over there. It's on the other screen, but I've got to look that way. So just ignore me for a minute. So, first of all, we have the Masterbox 135th German Infantry 1941 to 1945 Cold Wind, or as I like to call it, you could turn these into Death Corps of Krieg with a gas mask you could make yourself. So yeah, these are Masterbox figures. We featured Masterbox figures before. They are really, really cool figures. They're really beautifully designed, and they always have like really nice faces and characterful faces.
Nice little Masterbox. You don't even have to change the face there, or you might different bits, but you don't need to with these.
No, they go together beautifully. You can see there the detail on. They kind of look like the level of quality you get on resin figures, like the Linden figures.
Oh yeah, I mean look at the creases on the back of the jacket.
Even unpainted, they look cold.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the the way the jackets are billowing, and you can see the folds and you can see inside them. Whereas a lot of figures you'll buy with kits, they just have those molded as solid and a bit pants.
Yeah.
But
These guys must be from North Germany because they've got the big coats on.
yeah, but you can see. I mean, you can see they've really gone to town and based this probably on actual photographs of dudes in outfits who
really
posed for it, and they look fantastic. Yeah, so if you're building a 135th Dio and you're looking for your figures, there's a few manufacturers of figures out there, but Masterbox are one of the best ones because they do some fantastic figures.
Yeah, I suppose it's quite hard really to sort of give it a wind-swept look on a vehicle.
Yeah.
But you put these figures in it as well, and there it gives you the movement of.
It's actually, they're just finishing the story for you, Ted, isn't they?
Yeah.
They just bring that reality to it, don't they?
Well, that's the thing I love about these Masterbox figures is if you look at figures that come with kits, usually like Tamiya and Italeri and stuff, they're always just kind of stood there and they've got like a bit of a pose, like and it's just kind of the hands are like that and they're just kind of really flat. But nowadays you can't get away with that. So figures nowadays, all these have got character. They're all doing something. They're kind of the guy carrying the machine and gewehr there is obviously leaning it on something.
Yeah.
While he's walking along, he's pushing a cart along and he's got that gun under his hand.
I thought it was a mime.
I'm in a glass box.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm in a glass box again. Das ist nicht richtig. So anyway, it's the Masterbox 135th German Infantry 41 to 45 Cold Wind. I had a bit of that last night, but that's because I had noodles.
You ready?
Oh, actually, just go on to the right there, Cole. There's an orange sprue. Is that just a pic? Oh, is that just the sprue? Oh, there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
just
a
the
sprue.
sprue. That's just the sprue pictures, and that's the paint call-outs.
There we go. And you could say if you've got a bit of milliput and you can make a gas mask, you could make some mint 135th Death Corps of Krieg out of those. Moving on.
Good shout. Yeah. Good segue into Warhammer.
Next up, we have the Tamiya 112 Ducati 1199 Panigale S. I don't know how to pronounce that. Panigale S. I nearly said model kit then. I don't need to say that, do I?
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about this, Cole, because I know nothing about motorbikes.
I wanted to see you squirm on a bike build, but yeah, folks, this is the iconic Ducati Panigale.
It's iconic.
And absolute gorgeous example as well.
Gorgeous example as well of
You're doing well there, Fox. I mean,
Of that thing, what he said, the words.
if you want to record this for future reference, mate, but you've got
it's a
all
gorgeous
the
example
engine
of
detail, all your exhaust detail, you can weather your exhaust and all your bluing and everything you want. All your
What's it a
radiator
gorgeous
pipes.
example of?
It's a gorgeous example of a two-wheeled motorcycle, mate. It's
Two-wheel motorcycle, you say?
yeah,
It's a bicycle, isn't it?
absolutely gorgeous. You've got single side swing arm there, so you've got plenty of wheel detail. that you can see.
side swing arm, yes.
I know. Sounds good when you say it, but look at that, Fox. Come on, how can you not? be impressed by the engineering of that.
Yeah, it's obviously got removable panels as well.
Has it got a double-ended fap valve?
Yeah, it has, Fox. It's got a special cushioned seat for those with a slightly big derriere. But look at that. Whoa. They've got the steering damper on top of the triple trees there. Look at that.
Steering damper, triple trees. Triple trees.
LCD speedo.
Come on, triple trees for 40 quid. Come on, 40 quid and it's triple trees in it. Come on.
You could have this where you could have one side with the fairing panels on and then the other side with them off. So you can see inside and have a good old looky-loo, folks. So I think that is beautiful.
Come on, triple trees, 40 quid. Just buy it.
Yeah, there you go, folks.
I may not know much about bikes, but we have said many times before, if you're looking to get into big motorbike kits, if that's your bag, then Tamiya just do the absolute best of them anyway.
Yeah.
And before you dive into the 100, 200 quid 1/6 scale kits or the 1/9 scale kits they do, why not just dive into one of these 1/12 scales for 40 quid?
Yeah.
And then if you like what you get, then you can move into the more expensive sort of 100, 150 quid ones that are 1/12 and a million times more detail.
And there's usually lots of aftermarket stuff that you could really bling these up.
Absolutely. And keep an eye out, folks, because I will be building one of these for eModels.
Oh, well, I didn't know it was one you were going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm going to be going through their bike range and building an example of every single one, mate.
Did I get it right as Panigale? Is it Panigale?
Yes. Yeah, Panigale.
Oh, I got an Italian word that I don't even know what it means made up.
You did well, mate.
Yeah, sempre
Hopefully
Panigale.
you've taken a lot of that in because there will be more motorcycles.
All I know is triple trees for 40 quid is just, you can't say no to triple trees.
Absolutely.
I thought you were saying trick or treat, but I was trying to.
I thought you said triple cheese. I thought it was ordering a pizza.
Triple trees and a fat bum seat. There you go. That's what I remember.
Absolutely.
So that's the Tamiya 112 Ducati 1199. Is it 1199 or 1000? I don't know how you put
1199 is the engine size.
1199. A Panigale
Yeah.
S.
Yeah. Basically
For
1.2
super. Next up we have the unusual one. Special Hobby 132nd Westland Whirlwind F Mark 1. One of those World War II planes that nobody's ever heard of. Or very few people ever heard of. There's a lot of vehicles in World War II that like planes that you think you know all the World War II planes, and yet there's so many you think, what's that?
Yeah.
And this is one of them. It's like it's got the dumbestly designed engines on it. It looks like weird. It's like
Whereas
the
the motorbike looked fast standing still, this looks like it's standing still when it's going fast.
Absolutely.
it's almost got sort of Warhammer design to it. It's got like really slick wings, and then the body looks a bit derpy, and then the engines look like they've just kind of been jumped on from something
Got
else.
all your cockpit detail in there as well, mate.
Nice chunk. It's even got the steering twiddly arm thing. Look at that on a 132nd.
I know, it's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Special Hobby do quite a few aircraft kits.
Yeah.
And they are really, really nice. Especially if
lot
you're
of
looking
detail.
if you're getting into aircraft and you want to step up from the real basic 172nd type kits, and you want to move towards the more complicated, say 124 scale. This is a good mid ground to get yourself into the before you get onto your trumpeters and your Edwards and things like that with the millions of parts. These are good like mid range. So it's a
Really
good
nice
introduction to the.
detail, isn't it?
I like the fact the tyre is also squished.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. It looks quite, weight
It's
bearing,
them
isn't
little touches, Ted, because
Yeah.
how many times have we done aircraft where you've warmed the bottom of the tyre up and squished it?
Squished it. But yeah, these special hobby kits, they're a perfect middle ground between simple, smaller kits and the more complex 124s. If you're wanting to work your way up in complexity, get yourself one of these. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Beautifully made, really nice kits. You're not going to go wrong with one of these.
No, it's
I
fun,
don't know much about the plane, though. It's a really unusual plane. I've never seen this plane before. Never heard of it.
No, I'll just I'll come back to the box art.
We're assuming it's World War II. It might not be. It might be 1950s, I suppose.
Yeah. Stuart Tucker says aircraft models have a hole compatible to Games Workshop models.
Yeah.
And as for the motorbike, Sarah says you can get some nice decals for the bike. So
Oh, really? Oh, cheers for the heads up there, Sarah Jane. We'll touch base on that.
George Taylor says, now I have to buy a Western Whirlwind since it's the third item. I don't even want one, but I have no choice.
Oh yes, we forgot to mention there is a contractual obligation. The moment you start watching this stream, you're contractually obligated to buy the third item in store. So welcome to your next build, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Cashier number 3, please.
yeah, you know you want to.
Yeah.
You ready
Anyway,
for the
cashier
next
number
one?
4, please, if you would. Yeah. Next up, we've shown a few of these before, these Italeri diorama sets. It's the Italeri 172nd Monte Cassino 44 Gustav line battle set. And they've got a few of these sets, they are kind of unusual because it's not often you see this kind of thing from traditional model manufacturers, but it's basically effectively like a small tabletop gaming setup. Really, I mean, you could just make a nice diorama out of it, but at the same time, you could start to use it if you were using 1/72 figures in proper wargaming. This is great. You get this wonderful sort of MDF building scenery, and you get everything to put it on. And I think the last picture in the sequence gives you an idea of what it looks like. I mean, it's pretty big. I mean, look at that. They are designed, I suspect, with wargaming in mind, because you can see you can get into all the little nooks and crannies there and open the roof up. So, I mean, but even if you just want to make it as a diorama, it's kind of a lot of it done for you.
So anyone thinking of doing a gaming table then is basically what you're saying, isn't it?
Well, yeah, if you're a traditional wargamer where you're using sort of 1/72 style figures, because don't forget eModels sells a lot of things like the Napoleonic and the Zulu Wars and stuff like that. But a lot of manufacturers like Italeri and Airfix and others, they do 1/72 scale figures, and we always look at them and think we used to build them when we were kids.
Yeah.
But we never realised that those kind of little 1/72 figures are also quite often used in wargaming. Not like 40k stuff, but like proper traditional middle-aged men with beards wargaming.
Absolutely.
With
I mean, a
soldiers.
lot of people used to have the coffee tables, didn't they, with the Napoleonic stuff and the war scenes in and that. So yeah, I mean, look at that.
I mean, quite often when you see the kind of like proper adult grown-up wargaming setups, they're kind of flat with green bays and a couple of like trees stuck on. So why not treat yourself, get something like this? You can get a bit of nice sort of landscape.
I'm sure there's people out there that would just enjoy building a diorama. You know, it's not so much
into dioramas,
figures.
Richard Thomas says, sorry guys, I'd rather buy the bike roll on payday. And White Glove Models says that the Monte Cassino is a really cool. Why wouldn't that be number 3? Well, you have to buy number 3, but there's nothing to stop you buying the other ones as well.
Yes,
it comes with all the figures as well, Foxx.
And I have to say they've done a good job painting the figures on the photographs.
Yeah, get a lot of figures there. Is that? Oh no, that's the tank.
That's your tankage.
There you go.
So
You're getting a lot there for your money, isn't you?
Yeah. So it's just an interesting little variation on on the 1/72 scale stuff. Good fun to paint because they're tiny and they're quite challenging. But you get this whole big building.
It's MDF as well, which makes
laser cut MDF. Yeah.
Yeah,
very impressive.
And it looks like
from plastic.
It looks like you've got the option of having it built as damaged or not damaged, because you can see there you could break it along those lines. So yeah, they've got a few of these sets, which are quite interesting. But this seems to be one of the bigger ones, especially with the large building.
Absolutely.
So if you fancy a bit of fun, bit of diorama time, get yourself the Italeri 1/72 Monte Cassino 1944 Gustav line battle set. I don't know if it comes with the actual landscape bit though. That's the only bit I'm not sure about.
I don't know. I was scrolling through just to see whether the landscape was there, but it looks like
does
you
show
get
it.
the building, the tank.
Does it say in the description what you get?
That looks like the base for it.
That's for the building, I think. Is there any blurb? What it says what comes with it? Oh, there you go. Content. All right. Yes. So you get the dudes, the vehicles, and you get the building.
Yeah.
So there you go. So yeah, you can make some really nice dioramas like that, or enhance your tabletop. Wargaming experience. That's the Gustav Line battle set for £85.49, and that is item number 4. Cashier number 5, please. Now, that first picture is the worst picture to have as the first picture because it just shows an app. Yeah, it's a drone. It's a selfie camera drone. I don't know anything about drones. You have to remember that eModels are specialists in remote controls and drones and helicopters and that.
I quite fancy getting a drone. Yeah.
Now it's 4K and it's ultra high definition, so you're going to get some really good shots from this. So if you're wanting to do some dronular photographies, I can strongly recommend something like this. I don't know anything about drones.
I quite fancy getting a drone to take when I go walking on the fells, and you could do these overhead shots about where you walk and things like that.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what got me though. A couple of years ago, it was just when lockdown started, and I was sat in the back garden on a lovely summer's day. And I've never seen a drone before, not in real life. And I'm sat there in the back garden, I'm having a cup of tea, and I hear this noise. I'm like, faint noise. I'm like, what's that noise? And it gets louder and louder and louder and louder. And I stand up and I'm looking around and I can't see anything. And it's getting so loud at this point, my brain goes, it's clearly aliens, you're about to die. It just went like that. And I started having a bit of a panic. And then I looked up and it was a drone.
Yeah.
Somebody in the neighbourhood was obviously flying a drone around, like looking at everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
hello. And then I sat back down and thought, it's clearly aliens, you're going to die. What a moron. You know when your brain suddenly decides that you're about to die for some reason, you don't know why. It was like, ah! And then I was like, oh, it's a drone. It was so loud. I'd never heard one before close up. So yeah, but I can imagine, it's how great fun you can have with these.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. He looks happy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's got a speaker underneath. So that means you could put like a message out, have it playing like Ride of the Valkyries.
Oh, yeah.
Or sit there going, this is the voice of the Mr. Ons.
The way I fly things, though, I'd have to have a drone that had one of these signals that came back to you.
It'd be like, Ted, it's not a submarine. So you get, let's have a look, you get batteries included, yes, battery technology, lithium polymer, camera included, AC, shutter speed, blah, 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 charger 1. So yeah, it's got ultra high quality 4K video and 13 megapixel stills. It's basically as good as my iPhone
It can
7.
hold its position. It's got auto takeoff and landing, so...
Follow me, selfie mode and pilot mode and more. I think you can use it via an app on your smartphone.
I'm ready to explore this further then.
Yeah.
It says Breeze is controlled by your Android or iOS device.
Yeah, there you go.
So yes, that'd be great fun. Flying around, you can look into people's gutters.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, in this situation where we've all been battered by the weather, if you wanted to check your own home, you could send the drone up to have a look around your roof to make sure no tiles are missing.
Don't do it while it's still stormy though, because you'll launch it and it will go 4 miles over that way.
Videoing someone in America, isn't it? But
Yeah.
but
So yeah, so it's the unique Breeze Compact 4K UHD flying selfie camera. I don't know, it's got a selfie camera on there. It doesn't seem to be a weird thing to say. Selfie camera drone for 249. So if you've been interested in that kind of thing, check it out. Like I say, people forget that eModels specialise in remote control planes and helicopters and stuff like that, cars. So yeah, give it a go.
give it a go, folks.
Cashier number 6, please. Last of all, you knew there was going to be some Games Workshop.
I knew they would have to be.
You knew it. You knew it.
Yeah.
And of course, now you see Colin's going to like this because Colin is not in the hole at all.
I'm not in I don't know what these are. Can you?
Colin has
explain
no
these
interest
to
in
me?
orcs whatsoever.
No.
These are Games Workshop Orc Storm Boys. These are like the assault troops of the Orc war bands. They have little jet packs and rocket packs that blast them into the combat. There's a few individual shots and things there if you want to scroll through the pictures there, Cole. They've got loads of character to them. They're quite old ones, but they are really massive. They basically carry loads of bombs and rockets and things on them.
And every orc does look like Ron Perlman, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of Ron Perlman going on. And again, as with all these things, you can buy them if you're building an army, or you can just buy them because they're great looking figures, and they're great things to practice your painting on as well.
They sound like a boy. It sound like a boy band, don't they? Storm Boys.
Storm Boys. But look at the face. Look at that one on the bottom right. Look at the face on that. He's got a stick. He's got a stick bomb in his gob, and he's like, ah.
Yeah.
You can't really go wrong with
There's
orcs.
him going, have it.
Have it. But I think the description, what does the description down below read? It's got something amusing. Storm Boys, the shock troops, dedicate their lives to the time-honored material disciplines of drilling, marching, and hurtling through the air. Hurtling through the air.
Yeah. To this end, they go to war strapped to rocket packs that, when activated, propel their wearers forward on great tongues of oily black flame.
Yeah. Beautiful figures as always, and like I say, if you're building up an orc army, you want some orbital, well, not orbital, but some drop shock troopers. I like the one that's got a rocket on the back and also a grot in it.
Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, nice set then.
Yep.
And they're
This
only
week on
£15.
Top of the Pops with Storm Boys.
Storm Boys. But yeah, only 15 quid. They're a good little set, and if you're building up an orc army, they're a good like aerial option. They're a bit like the Space Marines with the rocket packs on the back, the jet packs, jump packs, I think they're called. Same kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Aerial shock troopers. So that is the Games Workshop Orc Storm Boys. So
Go.
I shall
Do you
quickly
wanna-
go through them again.
Do you want to refresh, mate?
Yeah, so we'll refresh. We have the Masterbox 135th German Infantry 41 to 45 Cold Wind. We have the Tamiya 112 Ducati 1199 Panigale S. We have the Special Hobby 132nd Westland Whirlwind. I don't know why I've gone German there. We have the Italeri Monte Cassino 44 Gustav Line Battle Set. Ja, das ist richtig. We have the unique Breeze Compact 4K UHD flying selfie camera drone. And last but not least, we got the Orcs Storm Boys. Orcs in it. Colin knows nothing about Orcs, do you, Col?
No, I know nothing about them, mate, because I'm not down the hole.
You're not down the hole at all. You're not able to look down on your bench, are you?
Oh, damn.
So anyway, folks, what is the theme? Go. A chance to win nothing. What is the theme?
Nothing.
I'm having a stretch. White Glove Models answer sadly was a bit early, so we have to give him the finger of shame.
Yeah, somebody answered it even earlier before.
So finger of shame for whoever that was. So yes, the answer from Andy M is correct. Is winds or storms? It was a bit easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, Stuart.
Does anybody need me to explain some of them?
It was that easy, even I guessed it.
Yeah, well, the motorbike got me, and Monte Casino.
Panigale, Gale. What does Gale spell?
Oh,
And what was the Monte Casino? I forgot what the Monte Casino one was now. What was the Monte Casino one?
I think that had Gale in it as well.
I'm trying to.
I forgot what it was called now.
I don't remember. Colin's got rid of it now, so.
Oh no, it's still there. I can reshare it. I'm trying to think what it was.
Monte Casino something. I've forgotten already. My memory's so bad. It's only my Watson's.
No, Gustav Line.
Oh, Gust.
Gust.
Gust, yeah.
Yeah, we really are falling down, Chris.
Hey, no, because Chris's hole would have you read 3 lines of dialogue and the description below. It would. Come on now. You'd have to get the third letter of each word from each one for Chris's. Yeah. So there you go. So yes, it was just winds because it's a bit Windypops around here lately. So we had a bit of a tragedy here. I actually had to go outside and pick the bin up.
Yeah, the rubbish bag was visible.
You could see the bin bag inside the wheelie bin. I was so embarrassed. Close the lid, just slink back inside, and then.
When you did it, did you notice the amount of curtains that went?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's taken them 10 years to get used to a car with a shark mouth painted on it, and now
Have you had a gaggle of neighbours in one corner all going?
I saw his bin bags. Yeah.
Yeah. Got them wearing in Manchester with the scarf on the head with the curlers in.
Yeah. Yeah, him over there. Him. Yeah, him.
Like I say, it's taken him 10 years to get used to a car with a shark mouth on it. So, seeing my bin bags, I'm just going to have to move, aren't I?
Yeah, they're all talking. Then he walks.
Oh, did you see? Oh, with the bin bag. Oh.
There's going to be a local council meeting, and it will be raised in chambers.
Oh, you keep your chambers to yourself, young lady. I'll get Rumpole on it. He'll sort it.
Oh, Rumpole at the Bailey. Yeah. Classic television.
Oh, she who must be obeyed.
It's gone off on quite a tangent
Ted, have you not vacuum tubed out the nothing?
Right, hang on.
And don't forget there's last week's as well. We left it on your desk.
I'll have to get a sound effect for it, but I'll just press the button. Hang on.
Absolutely.
There we are. I've sent 2 of them. Now, I don't know if they've gone to the same place, so if you do receive 2 nothings tonight, can you just send it on to last week's winner?
Yeah, just get yourself a vacuum tube installed and then.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Remember, folks, if you don't have your own vacuum tube installed, we can't send you your prize. So make sure you have an active vacuum tube system in your house.
Well, at the moment, I've got the vacuum tube. It's going straight out the roof, and then it sort of,
the wind takes it wherever it may go.
Whee!
Joel Britt and Dorkosaurus are in. Hello, folks.
Hello, just in time for the end. Yeah, well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, if you have just joined us at the end, you can always go back to the start and entertain yourself for another hour.
Yeah.
Sarah Jane says to you, Cole, there's no handles on those Orcs. Obviously a reject.
Orc handles. Handles for Orcs.
There you go. Richard Thomas says, oh dear, only 22 thumbs up and 63 watching. Thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Helps with the search rankings for eModels.
Yeah.
Moves it up.
Yeah. Gets us noticed.
Absolutely. Cool. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, tick the little notification bell and you'll get told each week when we're live or things happen on air.
George Taylor says, now I have to buy a Westland Whirlwind because it's the third item. I don't even want one, but I have no choice.
Have we got a thing as well? Because I'm looking at poor old Chris slowly waning in the bottom corner.
I've been napping for the last half hour. It's fine.
You're all right, mate, because we know you're well shattered, bless you.
We have a thing.
And I need my tea.
Ted needs his tea.
Oh, I thought you said he needs a pee. Sorry, I'm completely lost.
Well, there's that as well.
I'll have
That as
a
well.
he said.
That as well.
We have a thing. Look,
Both.
there's a thing.
Ooh.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Little stubby plane.
You know what a
Squishy
thing
plane.
means, don't you? You can win one of them.
Yeah, but you know what makes this better than all the other squishy planes?
You look at the squishy tank.
It's doing a pooping. It's doing a pooping.
It's
Poopy
got
tank.
an even chibbier tank, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get a little tank with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's a pooping. It's a plane poop.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
So yes, that's what you can win. All you got to do is leave a comment on this video when it's a video, not now. Don't put it in the chat now because we won't see it. We won't listen to it. When it's an actual video, leave a comment. What comment shall we leave?
Oh, yeah, weather related, eh? Yeah, but because we've had some horrible weather. Yeah, somewhat weather related. But I've just got this thing going through my head now. All a little whole squadron of tanks sort of bimming along.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yes, amusing comment, amusing but not necessarily factually correct comment about weather. Keep it clean and family friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we might read them out next week.
Rain, yeah, storms, anything you want. Yeah. Give it an amusing comment.
Or a comment about plane poop.
Keep us
Absolutely.
chuckling.
And you've got to be in it to win it, folks. So
Yes.
type a comment. You
We'll
never
pull the
know
winner
who
next
could
week.
Be the winner.
Brilliant.
Squishy plane. Like and subscribe.
I do like that.
It's brilliant, isn't it? You're getting the even chibbier little tank. Imagine weathering that, Ted.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's yeah. Actually, it's cute, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Well, it brings us to about the time of finishing. But yeah,
The time of finishing is upon
the
us.
time of
Astartes.
finishing. We have reached the hour. We can leave you until next week when we'll come back and do it all again. Hopefully, there'll be all four of us again. Yeah, I know that Chris is a little bit tired in the corner and he's been having a snooze as we've been.
Hang on. I've got a die. I'll roll for end titles. Hang on. I'll roll for end titles. You ready? Oh.
Well, it's
Yeah,
all
he's
going
dropped
wrong
it.
for
Oh, it was a one that we've got going for another hour now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Fox
we'll
is going to
save it
go
for
on for another hour. We'll be seeing you next week.
Oh, Chris fell over.
Oh, Chris has fallen over
Hey,
there.
I haven't really. I'm still here.
That's really bad because he's got all the buttons. We could be going for another hour.
Yeah. I'd be worried then if Chris has fallen over. Who's going to turn it all
Oh,
off?
Ted, you got to pee in a bottle. Pretend you're in a truck.
Paul D.
Hello,
Tommaso said,
Uber
what
Eats, I need my
size is
tea."
that die?
What size is that die? It's tiny. It was a little thing from a Christmas cracker. I do have some proper 25mm. I get what he's talking about. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, there we go. We've got an hour's worth of fun and mayhem. Things going on. We are sorry if we didn't get to you in chat, but we did. It does move on quite quickly. But yeah, come back and do it all again next week. Same time, same place, same back channel. But don't forget, if you want anything that you've seen tonight, get it in your basket. It's not yours till you check it out. And go buy it. Go and have a look at the other things in the eModels store.
Get to the basket. Get it now.
Yes, and make everybody happy, especially Pete. But
Yes.
until next week, we'll leave you all and we'll see you then. So bye, everybody.
Take care.
Adios,
Bye.
amigos.
Stay safe.
Buy all the things, all of them now. Buy
Yeah,
them
bye.
now.
Press the buttons.
Bye.